attempt to do this live and run my Tabata timer at the same time with a little 15-16 minute workout. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Yeah, let's get this party started. Let's see if I can run this Tabata timer at the same time. I only have 20 seconds before that, like what I consider a warm up. So for a minute, I do one exercise straight. So on this one, I'm doing kettlebell swings. It's just a little 16-minute workout I put together for my little workouts on the truck. I do this for a minute, even though I lost a couple of seconds. Put my gloves on. And this is gonna be, we're gonna consider this day one. Day one of me posting this like this. So, I don't know if I can play music on this thing, but we'll just get it in without the music for right now. Take a 30-second break in between. Then I'll go to my next exercise. And then I do 3 sets of that. So in the Tabata timer, what I call a boxing timer is you map out your amount of time for working out, your rest periods, and then after that, if you want to do multiple sets, you set the time in between the last and going back to the beginning. So now I'm doing upright rows. I did my swings. It's gonna be these upright rows for a minute. And this is a little 20-pound kettlebell. And then I have workouts for my 30-pound dumbbells that I'll be doing in the upcoming days on this 30-day live joint. And I'll try to get at least one workout in on the live. And we'll see what's up. I need to get my walk on and my jog on too. So on some of the lives, I'll end up doing that as well. And I just do this for a minute. That's that bell for 30 seconds. I'll chill. Now the next exercise I call Halo, but I add an axe swing to it. So I go above, around, and a like an axe drive. You know what I'm saying? And I consider it swinging like a sword in medieval times. So come from here. Oh yeah, your shoulder's gonna be burning by the time you get done with this. And just think, this is just 15 minutes. There's some cats in the gym right now for like an hour, 2 hours. But this is just something to keep you busy, keep you moving around, working with some resistance. Because as a truck driver, you're really just sitting in that chair, laying in the bed, getting up and out the truck, climbing up in it, climbing down off it. All right, now it's going to be a minute and 30 seconds. So it's going to be 30 seconds to rest from the actual rep inside that set, and then it's going to be a minute between that first round and the second round. So it's like a minute and 30 seconds. Sometimes I do something in between. I might do some knee ups, you know what I'm saying, in between, just to keep the blood flowing, keep everything moving around. But we're gonna, all right, that's that 30-second mark. Now we're moving on to the minute rest between the round. So that first round is done. We're gonna get back to the second round. It's the same. It's just gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the swings, the upright rows, and the halo with the axe swing. You know what I'm saying, to get that twist. Just to get that twist. There we go. Swing them up. At first, I'm gonna tell you how silly our minds work when you're trying to get momentum in the workout and get your mind right to actually be consistent and persistent in it. So I'm looking up workouts with the kettlebell, and I'm trying to figure out which ones I like, right? So I started looking at these swings, and I'm like, well, I really don't like doing all that work. And I'm like, dude, pardon my speech. I'm like, dude, if you don't move that body and burn those at least a couple of calories that you can get up off your body, like, your mind will tell you, your mind will spit out all types of stuff. But just like in life, there's certain things that you may think it, but you don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? It can cross your mind, but that don't mean you have to activate on it. And a lot of times we get caught up thinking that what we're thinking is always right. And it's not. What we're thinking is not always right. Sometimes what bull crap. Upright rows, second round. Boom. Like I said, this is only like 16 minutes with the cool down and the warm up. I only got 20 seconds on that warm up. I think I got a minute on the cool down, but the way the time comes out, I think it's like 16 minutes and 24 seconds. We're just working with a little old 20-pound kettlebell. Just working with it. And you just keep going, and you'll be surprised. Once you get your body started, once you start get going, your body actually wants to finish. So like, let's say you go for a walk, and you're not doing your walks, right? But as soon as you start that walk, automatically your body is like, yo, let me finish this walk. Or even a jog. You may get winded, but a nice little jog, you'll be surprised what your body actually wants to do to stay active. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend of mine, a guy I used to rap with, his older sister, yo, she had called me fat, right? Now we're gonna go into the halos with the axe swing. So she was like, oh my gosh, you're fat. I was like, well, dang. That was kind of harsh. But I need to hear it. I needed to hear a female, especially a nice looking female, say something like that, right? And it motivated me years ago. It motivated me because I was like, dang, I know I have been getting out of shape, but you know, your mind plays tricks on you, like, oh, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. I had a homeboy of mine, love him to death. He's my brother. You can tell I'm getting winded. He's my brother. And my homeboy said, you'll never get a six-pack. I was like, dang, like, why would you say something like that? But so now, that was the second round. We got one more round to go. This is not the time to quit. This is the time to finish it. You only got 3 minutes worth of work and a couple of, maybe like a minute and a half of rest time, plus your cool down time. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you're fully dressed, you're gonna sweat. If you're obese, you're gonna sweat. You're gonna sweat. I'm gonna do these in between. Knee ups, I have no clue, but it's activity. I'm gonna get going what I got going on. Let's get these swings in for a minute. This is day one, folks. Day one. And you can't worry about, oh, they're looking at me, let me not do it. Or, oh, they're not paying attention to me, let me stop. No, because you still got to pay attention to you. You got over 1 billion cells in your body. All these little yous running around. And you want to train them to stay active. People say, and I used to say, that, oh yeah, when I was younger, man, I could eat everything on the kitchen table and still be skinny. But you got to realize, I lived in the 8th floor project. Our apartment was on the 7th floor. Some days I have to walk up the stairs. And when we would eat, our parents would be like, go outside, go play. That's back in the day. Nowadays, they just sit in the house playing video games, which is cool. At least they out of trouble. They in the house. I used to say, yo, kids playing video games, like they wasting their mentality, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Over time, especially when it came to my sons, I started to figure out like this. Well, at least they ain't into nothing in the street. But they ain't into nothing in that street. I'd rather them be in the house playing Call of Duty than to be out there tearing up Chick-fil-A's and Targets and what else they be tearing up? Popeyes and Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't think they made the Taco Bell yet. But anyway, yeah. Sorry about that. That was another alarm. Then you got to realize that when you were younger, of course you were more smaller and you could eat as much as you want because you were always active. The moment you got in that car and the moment your life, especially after graduating high school, your life took a turn to where you didn't have to go outside every day or you wasn't as active. You started getting rides in the Uber, started sitting down more, but you never thought, at least I didn't think, well, if my life slows down, maybe my eating should slow down too. No, I kept the eating protocol up and while my activity was going down. And you know what happened? What happens to everything else? When you fill up the bank account, meaning your stomach, and you don't have any withdrawals, meaning your calories, It's gonna sit right there in that bank account, which is fat, your body, laziness, stuff like that. And the more you keep filling up that bank account, which is that stomach, and that calorie account, and you're not spending nothing, yeah, you're gonna be rich, all right. You're gonna be rich right there in that fat back. And I'm living proof of that. So you gotta get out and do something, at least a walk. Don't worry about what everybody else doing, and get something done for yourself. And don't knock other races or other people who are who have traditions of being active. You can't knock them. You either get with the program or not. I gotta see if that's. I had an alarm go off, and I got to see if that Tabata's still going. Give me 1 second. Up in. All right, I had to straighten that out. That alarm threw off my. All right, I had to straighten that out. That alarm threw off my timer. The alarm was on for me to like I said, I do things in between. That alarm was on so I could know when to start driving again. Go back. So yeah, it's gonna burn a little more, but gotta make sure you complete it. Complete the mission. The mission is finish the workout. It's only a 16-minute, 15-minute workout with a 1-minute cool down or a 2-minute cool down. But this is a 15-minute workout when you put it in your Tabata timer. And if you need the actual times, you can DM me, because I don't know yet on live how to incorporate that information into my live. But you could definitely DM me, or if I can, I'll put in the comment section the breakdown of my Tabata timer. I call it a boxing timer because it times out your rounds. And this is just a minute per each exercise. That's just a minute between each exercise. When you want to increase it, you either increase the weight or you increase the time. You take it up another minute or another 30 seconds per each exercise. But like I said, this is day 1. We're gonna get it popping. I'm gonna do 30 days on this live now that I know I can actually hear the Tabata timer. I really want to play some music with it, but you just need a weight, some form of resistance, and you need to have a mind made up to work. When you come in here, you're gonna work. You're gonna work. It's like swinging a sword, a real heavy sword. You're chopping off a person. You're chopping a person from the shoulder down. Coming back up from the shoulder down. It's like you're wielding a sword, but it's a kettlebell. Just like Conan. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how much this sword weighed in the movie. So, period. Well, we're on the break first, and then the cool down period comes in. See? Easy 15 minutes, done. Done. Done, guys. Done. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you just gotta get in where you fit in, and you gotta start somewhere. That's what it's all about. You have to start somewhere. And yup. There you go. That's my cue. That's my cue right there. Just something simple on the truck, man. You don't have to, if you got a truck driver buddy, you got somebody you know that drive a truck, your spouse or your brother or your uncle, yo, 2 dumbbells and a kettlebell, and I'll share my workouts with you here and on my other socials. It's Joey Carmel's on everything. Joey Carmel 7, all Spark Males, and this is just day 1. And we're gonna go 30 days. Stick with me. We're gonna get it in for 30 days. And I'm definitely gonna walk with you in it. And yo, we'll see. We'll see what the difference is, man. We'll see. Sweating. We'll see what the end gonna be, man.
Activity completed.
And then even on the Tabata Timer, the reason why I chose that is because once you finish a workout or your piano app, whatever day that you practice, that's the day it marks you down for. So, you know, if you got 30 days of that 15 minutes, in my case, I do 2 workouts. So I do the dumbbell one later on when I'm done driving. But when you do, this is my brimless hat. Hopefully I can start getting not hopefully, but one day I will have a sponsorship with them, because I want to design some brimless hats. I don't like wearing hats, but I like do-rags and stocking caps. And having a brimless hat just fits me a lot better than always wearing a toboggan year long. So anyway, with that being said, like I said, this is day 1. I hope y'all enjoyed it when you do see it. And I will put my Tabata Timer spread in the comment section, or somewhere in like the title of the workout. I appreciate you all walking with me. I hope you all stay inspired and motivated to get the job done. Stay active, man.